Right, today on Biz Today, as always, we get a successful entrepreneur or one who is coming up in the field to chat with us. It's always nice to get entrepreneurs in the studio so that we can learn from their experiences. And today we've got a mother, wife, and businesswoman. Marcina Majid is a graduate in media, communication, and political science. She started out in the corporate world with a specialization in Black economic empowerment, consulting, and BE verification. As the founder and managing owner of the Train Her Gym, Marcina is unleashing her potential as an entrepreneur. And we're very, very happy to welcome her into studio today. Welcome to Biz Today, Marcina.
Hi, Naz. Thank you for having me.
Cool. Marcina, you're really a walking advertisement for your product, for your company, your brand, Train Her Gym.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I know you from the days of the Health Alliance,
Yes.
and I can't tell you, you look absolutely amazing.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
Now, you started with the Health Alliance. Can you tell us a little bit about it? At some stage, obviously, after you started and went through that business, your ideas around your business changed.
100%.
And so you moved on a different path.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about that.
Okay, so well, in my second pregnancy, I put on a staggering 30 kgs. And after having my son, I was left overwhelmed, deflated, and just not feeling myself.
I'm sure many women will identify with that.
Yes, and I've learned that. It was, I think, as a woman, and especially a woman who is generally, I look after myself and I pride myself in the way I look. To be left in a situation where you're not feeling good, I can understand now why people lead to postpartum depression. I can see that when you're not feeling good, you aren't productive. And I was deflated. I think I was depressed. I wasn't diagnosed as being depressed, but
Yeah.
I felt it. And I knew because I had a C-section second time round, I needed to get help. And I searched the papers, magazines, and I was looking for that trainer. And I was like, I'm going to get somebody so I can look like her. And I was fortunate in that the lady that I got, she was a personal trainer and a nutritionist. And she just set this new fire inside of me that I wanted to be a part of this industry. I knew I needed to be where she is, and I wanted to do what she did for me, for other women. So I always looked for opportunities where I could get into the health and fitness industry. I made sure that I did everything that I could possibly do to educate myself, to empower myself, to make sure that I had the necessary skills in order to take on the roles to be part of this industry.
Right.
So when I got, my best friend was a brand manager for a particular personality, and she told me, here's an opportunity. I want you to take over the first franchise. I jumped on it. And so that kind of snowballed and escalated into something else. The franchise didn't work, and I soon learned that my entrepreneurial skills and my creative side wanted to create a new brand.
Yeah.
And I thought this would be the perfect opportunity now, 6 months in. I could cut my losses and basically start my own brand. It was something that was overwhelming at first, but I knew personally that what I needed to do for women. I knew what clients wanted. I was at grassroots levels from the get-go. So I wanted to create my own brand, that gave clients what I knew they needed.
That's really, really great. And
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing excessively well. It also feels so much closer to you when you've developed a brand and you're able to live that every day.
Yes.
So you've described one or two of the challenges you faced. What were some of the other challenges you faced while building the business, and how do you overcome these?
Any business owner will tell you when it comes to finance,
Yes, number one, right?
it's money. First of all, at the end of the month, you need to make sure you have your figures and the money is coming in. Your client is king, all right? Raising the capital in the beginning is very, very difficult. Sustaining it and then making sure that at the end of the month you have that money, you're always going to lose sleep. So I would say for any business owner, it's going to be finance. Also, the other thing is I'm a female, I'm a young female. People don't take females seriously in business. It's something that, as you see me right now, I have makeup and I'm dressed up, but when I'm in my gym environment, I look like a 12-year-old girl that is playing with the equipment. So people don't identify me as a business owner. When I'm working with suppliers, they don't see me as a person that can actually pay the money for the goods. So that becomes a bit frustrating.
How do you overcome that when you're speaking with them? How do you work around that so that you can say to them, I can manage and handle this relationship? So you sort of change the terms on which they engage with you, because I can identify absolutely 100% with what you are saying.
Yeah. Initially, I would come across as being very aggressive because I felt I needed to like push out my chest and show, I can do these things.
Yeah.
But the thing, slowly, you deal with it. You deal with it, and if that's as long as you give me what I'm paying for, I'm happy. But you choose your battles. So
I suppose this is true.
Yeah, you choose your battles. For me, this is a small. It's a small wave. I'll get over it. But yeah, that's about it.
So Train Her Gym has been running for how long now?
Train Her Gym has just opened this year. What happened was last year I had a hip operation, and it kind of set the course of my life on a different path. When I started training again, and it was rehab training, I realized that I could not train in my own gym. And it became very frustrating for me because I would walk into the gym and there were these males who would get frustrated with me because I was slowing them down or I was in the way, and it was frustrating for both of us. And I realized at that stage, women had always asked me to create an area and an environment for them where they could train in the privacy of comfort and class and a nice aesthetic appeal, and I now understood and I could relate. So when my lease came to an end last year, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to now start my female only gym, and it's been amazing because the response has been overwhelming.
That's incredible.
Every woman that comes into my gym thanks me, which is unusual. Your clients don't normally thank you, but
it's almost a tribute to what you're doing.
They're thanking me because they are comfortable and I can identify with what they're going through. It's being in an environment where you are now comfortable, where you're now feeling safe, where you are now with somebody that can handhold you and basically tell you and guide you to achieve your results that you're trying to achieve. It's nice for them, and I'm glad that I'm creating that for them. And because it's a very small boutique type gym, it's very personal. So I know all my clients' names, I know their story, I know why they're coming to me, and it makes it so much easier when you're coming to a place that is giving you those personal touches. And I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it because I have always been a girl's girl. I love having strong women around me as well.
And empowering them also.
I'm empowering them and they inspire me as well. I love the stories. There's like people from all walks of lives. I'm making new friendships, and it's also there again, you're seeing business opportunities as well, where you can leverage off those friendships. So I'm really enjoying the place. I'm in Greyville Racecourse, which is an amazing location. We have the race tracks, which we can still do outdoor training. We have the grandstands to do drills. So it's a very nice venue. It's an amazing venue. It's an amazing venue. It's central. It's safe. It's completely safe. So at all times, we are in a great environment that is safe and holistic and comfortable.
Marcina, what would you say to young people or any age group, because I don't think entrepreneurship has an age boundary or limit, but anybody who's aspiring to be an entrepreneur, what should they look out for? What should they believe in themselves? How should they approach the world of business?
The world of business is grueling, but you need to identify with yourself if that is what you want to be doing. All right, you have to make sure that at every opportunity, you are looking for opportunities. All right, you're educating yourself. You're making sure that you are empowering yourself with skills. And for me, I look at myself and I say, I'm an example to my daughter. I have to make sure that she is seeing a strong woman,
Yeah.
a woman that is capable, because I'm inspiring her, I don't know what she's going to go on to do. So make sure that all the opportunities are out there, go after it. That's it.
All the opportunities are out there, go after it.
That's it.
I really like that because it really is, it's absolutely true. And I love this. You know, I heard a friend say recently, do what you can, as much as you can with what you have.
100%.
It's similar to what you said.
Yes, 100%.
Go out and get the opportunities because they are there. It's just a matter of leveraging them well enough to have success out of that.
And persevere. Persevere. You're going to have those moments where you go down and you can't believe you got into it. You know what? Ride the wave. You'll come out of it and enjoy the ride. That's it.
Marcina, you're truly an inspiration to many young people out there. And I suppose everybody across the board who wishes to become an entrepreneur. We really thank you for coming on to Biz Today, and I hope you come back sometime in the future to tell us about your other trainer gyms that will be opening up around the country.
Thank you so much for having me, Naz.
Excellent.
I hope I'm here again.
I'm sure you will be. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.